with your girl, come vibe with your girl. Hey, 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 hey. So y'all, know how to give y'all an intro. Welcome to part 2 of the crazy stories. Let's get into it. So then I started going to somebody else. And by this time, like, I wanted to do, like, overlays or whatever because I just didn't really want to do my neck. Like, I just was tired of acrylic. Like, it was just giving too much. So, she would do my overlays. And mind you, the first time I got there, like, it looked like kids ran up and down this fucking, this room. Like, I was baffled. Like, I'm like, damn, like, this looked like a fucking daycare in this bitch. And mind you, I think, no, I don't think it was any kids in there at that time, but she was, like, the room was quiet. Like, she don't seem to play music. Like, anytime I went to her, like, it would just always be quiet in the room unless she was talking on the phone or talking to the client. So when I got there, she was already working on somebody and they was quiet as fuck. Mind you, like, I'm already on the phone, so I'm giggling and shit because I'm like, this is ghetto, like, bitch. So then she gets on the phone and she talking to the, like, I guess the teacher called her. And she was going off on her son, talking about some, if your teacher tell you to jump, you say how high. Skirt, girl, don't ever tell your kid that. What? That was too much for me. That took me out because I'm like, oh, I see what type of parent she is now. Like, what? That was doing way too much because I just found that, like, and I'm just listening, like, she really just going on, talking about, like, if I gotta come up there and beat your ass, like, it's gonna be a problem, and this and that. And like how she'll whip his ass in the classroom in front of people and shit and embarrass him and all this other shit. And I'm like, damn. So then she gets to me, like, she not, like, she was cool, but like it was just so quiet. Like, I need like a little music. And I think I started listening to music in my AirPod, but like we wasn't really talking for real. But she was being mad aggressive with my hands. And I just didn't like that. Cause like, you know, most times people be like next hand or like you just kind of know. Like she'll just kind of grab it. And I'm like, damn, like, girl, you aggressive as fuck. Like, I don't like that. So then, I remember another time I went there, and, I forget. I think it was cool after that, but this was the incident that really blew me and made me stop going to her. So y'all realize, like, it'll always be cool, and then it'd be more and more incidents, and I'll just be like, okay, yeah, no, you know what I'm saying? So, I pulled up, mind you, I don't even know where this building is or whatever the case may be. Like, she gave me the address, but she never gave me the room number. And mind you, like, I'm thinking it's a house. Mind you, this was the first time I came to, like, I was lost and confused. So, like, the building just looked old as fuck, and it looked like it was abandoned. Like, it just looked busted up. So I'm like, okay, like, I don't know. So, like, I just kept going in circles. Because, you know, like, sometimes when you put in an address, like, it'll only take you to this mark, but it won't, like, so, like, now you lost. Like, I don't know where the fuck I'm going. Like, you know, if it's a house, it got an address, but it was a big ass building and didn't have no address, so I was confused. I'm like, this can't be it. Like, I don't know. Like, because it was 2 other buildings. Like, it was another building, but I was like, I for sure know this is not it. But mind you, she never gave me, like, a suite number or, like, an apartment number or nothing. So, like, I'm just thinking, like, oh, this has to be a house. But it was not. It was a big ass building. So I ended up texting her, and I'm like, hey, I'm here. Like, I don't know where I'm at or whatever the case may be. And then, like, she was explaining. Well, she didn't really explain. She said it was going to be a long hallway and I'll be to your right or something. And I'm like, okay. But when I got up there, it wasn't a long, I mean, it was a long hallway, but it wasn't a long walk for me. Like, I literally got off the elevator, turned. And it was just so happened to be somebody right there asked me, like, who I'm looking for. And they were like, boom, right there. And I was like, oh, wow. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was nothing to expect. It was literally right there. So, anyways. So, when that was my point. That was another thing. Like, if y'all gonna be in apartments or suites or anything, y'all need to be specific of the room number and shit if y'all not gonna come downstairs, because that's confusing as fuck. Like, if y'all seen that building and how many rooms it was in there, like, there was hella rooms. There was no way I'm about to just be like, oh yeah, this her. And then the elevator ain't got no fucking buttons. Like, I don't even know what the fuck I was pressing or what floor. It just so happened to be somebody on that elevator to help me out. Like, I was literally so confused. That's why I'm like, oh yeah, this shit ghetto as fuck. Like, this is some beat down ass building that y'all just decided, oh yeah, we're gonna have to have people body suites out and shit like that. I mean, no offense, go ahead and do what you gotta do, but I don't know. That was just like real sketchy to me. But anyway, so the incident that happened was I pulled up there, and mind you, like I said, I always come to things early, or at least I try to. So I'm sitting there or whatever, and then I think she texted me and she was like, hey, I'm gonna be running a little behind. I gotta take my son and get a haircut or whatever the case may be. But I didn't know it would take this long. So I guess like she was already at the shop and it wouldn't take that long, but it did. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I'm waiting. Mind you, it's hot as fuck. Like, I don't want to keep on having my AC blasting. But like, I'm like, bitch, like I'm also not trying to waste gas. So like, I'm like turning it on and off and shit, just sitting here hot as fuck. And I'm reading my book and shit because like, what else is there for me to do? So, and then I get another text and she's like, oh, this is really taking longer than I thought. Like, I apologize. I'll be there in a minute. And I'm like, okay, cool. I really don't know if I have these messages or not. If I do, I hope I do. But if I don't, I will. So I'm sitting here waiting and I'm like, bruh, like, what is going on? Like, and so, mind you, so she pulled up. So I see her pull up. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna wait a minute and then I'm gonna go upstairs. So I got up there and I'm looking at her son. He don't got no haircut. Shoes busted up, clothes all over the place. Excuse me, ma'am, why are you lying? Where is your son haircut? How can you have been waiting all this time but didn't get the haircut? Like, I'm so confused. But I didn't have to pay for my nails or nothing. And like I said, she was being mad aggressive with my hands still, like, and it was just so quiet. And I was just like, wow, like, what? I was so irritated because I'm literally just looking at him like, not she really just lied and had me waiting all this time. Like, you sure you didn't go get him from school and he was being bad? Like, what? I just don't know. Like, it was just the fact that his shoestrings was all over the place. She was yelling at him and shit in there because he was being a little, he was just acting out and shit. Like, he was tearing shit off her walls and stuff and just being bad. But it was just like, girl. And I was like, now it makes sense why it seemed like kids just be running in and out of here because he was all in her back room. Like, that's where she had her sink. I think like her like pedicure shit or whatever. But I just like, oh my god, this is too much. But I was like, yeah, no, I can't keep going back to her. Like, it just wasn't, like, the energy wasn't there. Like, it was just all bad. Like, so that was that. And then my friend, she referred me to somebody, so I started going to her or whatever. And this what blew me the most about her because, like, she lives, so most of the people that I've been to, like, they're like close in my area. So like, I always, if I don't know somebody, this is why I also leave out early so I can get there earlier so I can figure out what's going on. Like, it gives me enough time instead of being like, oh damn, like I'm late and I still don't know where I'm going type thing. So she didn't give the address out till like the next day or the day of the appointment. But that irritated me because my appointment was early as fuck. I want to say like it was 9 o'clock. But since it was at 9 o'clock, like I needed to know where I was going. Like, if I'm gonna get up early. Like, ain't no way I'm gonna get up early and then, oh, wait for you to send it. No. So I asked her at night because she sent me the address. So she sent it to me and then I seen, I looked to see how far it was from me. I'm like, oh, okay, that's not bad. So I drove there or whatever. Mind you, I still don't know where I'm going. And like I said, usually when you, it'll show you like where you, like it won't take you exactly where you need to go, but it'll take you up to that far. So like I didn't know. So I'm all calling her and stuff because like, mind you, like I just keep going in circles because I'm like, I don't see this place. Like I don't see this house. Like I don't know. Like, because it'll say I'm there, but then I'm like, and then it'll be like 2 feet. 2 feet? Like, what do you mean? Where am I at? Like, I'm freaking out because at first I'm like, oh, hey, I got here early. Meanwhile, like, I'm at the wrong fucking address. Like, she like, okay, when you she like, okay, walk to the backyard and take your shoes off. And I'm like, to the backyard? Like, I'm confused because I'm thinking I'm at the right house and I'm not. So then I get to pulling around, like I'm all driving, trying to figure out where I'm going. So I get to calling her and I'm like, well, actually, I'm calling her and she's not answering. And I'm like, why the fuck is she not picking up? Like, that's weird as fuck. Like, come on. Like, I don't even know where the fuck I'm at. So then she texted me and I'm like, girl, like, why am I texting and driving at this point? Like, this is dangerous. Like, not to say I don't do it, but still, like, I don't even know. This narrow-ass road, I get scared on narrow streets. Like, shit like that makes me nervous because, no. But, So I finally figured out where she lives, and she kept on, well, she was like, it's a green door or whatever the case may be. Mind you, I'm looking at all these houses, I'm like, ain't no fucking green door. So I figure out where the house is. I'm walking down, mind you, I think I want to say it's the winter time. I want to say because it was cold. Like, I want to say that because I just remember it being cold as fuck and walking down. Like, mind you, this was a big ass house. Like, she had a big ass house. So I'm walking down like this hill. And I see a door back there, but I'm like, oh, I'm not sure. So I'm like, let me just open it. She just sitting right there. Like, she like, oh, hey, or whatever. And like, she just got quiet. She like playing music. Mind you, like, I mean, first of all, she did bomb ass nails. Like, I will give her that. But she come on tell her dog to shut up and shit. And I was just so dead. Like, I don't know, that was funny as fuck. I don't know why I just said that. But what blew me was she kept on nicking the fuck out of my hand, like, and not like, and like, I'll pull away because I'm like, damn, like, that shit hurt. Like, you don't see, like, bitch, you using the fuck out that little, what's they called? A file. She was, like, I'm talking about, like, it either had to be brand new or she just being rough. I don't know. But, like, she kept doing it to the same finger every time I went. So I just said, you know what? I'm done. I cannot deal with this. Like, that shit hurts. And I remember the one time she did it, she was on the phone. So, like, she wasn't even really paying attention. She all talking to her friends and shit. And mind you, I don't give a fuck if people be on the phone, like, or none of that, or listen to music. I don't really care. You do what you gotta do for your preference. Because 9 times 10, I'm either not talking, I'm talking, or I'm on the phone, or playing music myself, or just in my own world. Or just watching you do my nails. But, like, I just feel like that really blew me was the fact that you couldn't answer the phone, and you know I'm a new client. Or couldn't come to outside, or like nothing, like, or try to figure out where I'm at. Like, I'm over here, like, I don't know where the fuck I'm at. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. And then, like, you, like, I don't know. Like, because it just seemed like she did not give a fuck every time she kept nicking me. And, like, I would just be leaving her house hurting. Like, my finger is on fire. Like, I did not like that. That was not acceptable for me. So, I just said, yeah, I'm just stop going to her. So, like, it wasn't, like, no severe problem with her. It really was just like, girl, you need to be paying attention. You need to chill out. Okay? But anyway, so the last girl I went to that I had a problem with, mind you, I went to her. I spoke about her earlier in the story time, and I went back to her. So, bitch, this is a story time that absolutely had me fucked up. Yes, I said what I said. So, bitch, why did I go back? Why did I go back, y'all? Why? Oh my God, I learned my lesson though. Anyways, so the first time I went back, it was cool or whatever. It was cool, peachy. I think the second time was cool too. So the third time, this is when I made a later appointment. Mind you, I always try to make morning appointments because I don't like coming later in the day. I feel like it'd be too busy, it'd be too much shit going on, and you got every right to cancel. Like, in the morning, it's usually you like the first or second client, so it's cool. When you come in later in the day, girl, you probably like they last or like whatever. Like, they just have more clients than, I mean, yeah, whatever I'm trying to say. But anyway, so I'm just so, this is really like making my, like, it's making me like it's serious because y'all don't understand. So I'm like, okay, so mind you, like, my mom had a nail appointment the same day at 7 o'clock. So I'm like, damn, like, oh, that's what it was. My appointment was at 5 o'clock. So I'm getting off work or whatever. I'm driving straight there because, like, her shop is far as fuck from my job. Let's just say that. Like, it had to be like 25, 30 minutes. Like, so I'm like, oh my God. So I'm like, okay, so I'm driving there or whatever. I stopped to get me some food. And I'm like, okay, so I just so happen to get there a little bit earlier. So I'm munching on my food and shit or whatever the case may be. I'm cool. So then, so she texts me, mind you, I probably got there maybe like 10 minutes before I actually was supposed to. So I'm sitting outside, I'm eating real quick or whatever the case may be. And then I just so happen to look at my phone, like, to see if anybody texts me or anything. And I see this text and it said, hey Ariel, I'm running about an hour on my schedule. You're welcome to come and wait. Though, of course, or if other arrangements needs to be made, that'll work as well. Just let me know. Of course, there'll be a discount on your service for the inconvenience. I'm like, okay, cool. So I'm like, hey, I'm just now seeing this. My mom has an appointment at 7. Will I be finished before that time or no? Mind you, it took her a minute to respond because I figured, okay, like, she's doing nails, so it's cool. So she was like, so you want to be done before 6:30 or whatever? And I'm like, yeah. That's not in the screenshot, but that's what she replied to afterwards. And then I was like, yeah, is that possible? But she never responded. She was taking forever to respond. So I went in there, I went in the bathroom, I spoke to everybody that was in there. It was like 2 other ladies, and there was a guy that eventually came. Mind you, I think they was related or whatever, because like they seemed like they was family and giggling and shit like that. And I was like, that's cool. So I was just sitting there. I probably looked like I did have an attitude, because like it's 5 o'clock and you sent me that. I want to say she sent me that around like 4:30 something or something around there. Either way it go, it wasn't that far off from my appointment time. Like, so I'm irritated already, because you could have been told me this. Like, you been knew you was running an hour behind before I came. You knew like maybe like 2-3 o'clock, and I would have like, okay, cool. Like, I would have just came later. I would have just canceled or rescheduled. Like, you know what I'm saying? But usually when I book an appointment, that's because like that's the only day I have available to come. Or that's like for real. That's usually what it is. So I'm like, or that's the only day that they have available that I can come. So I'm like, okay, so I'm just sitting here, I'm on my phone and shit. I don't even know what she doing. Like, I don't know if she getting a full set or just an overlay or whatever. Like, it didn't look like she was putting on any nails, so I'm like, oh, like maybe it just might be an overlay. So I'm just sitting there waiting. They kiki laughing, and they was on the phone with some dude, and he said he was about to pull up, and I'm assuming that was her husband. Like, mind you, like I know for a fact like they was family or related in some type of way. Family, friend, don't matter. They was related, they knew each other. So he comes, he got a pizza box, and then he got the blicky in between the pizza boxes, and I'm confused as fuck, because I'm like, what? And the lady, she was like, not you got the blicky in between the pizza boxes or whatever. And I just so happened to look, because at first I didn't see it. Like, I just seen him carrying pizza boxes, because I heard on the phone that they were talking about somebody bringing pizza. So then they asked me that I want a slice, and I'm like, yeah, no, I'm good, or whatever the case may be. Like, I just was not in the mood. And mind you, like, I already told you I ate something in the car, like, and I'm just like, bitch, like, I have somewhere to be. So, like, I'm just not in the mood. So, like, I'm like, no, but thank you. And they still laughing and shit. So then he gets a smirk in the mouth. And I'm like, oh, okay. Mind you, I don't care because I smoke. But I'm just looking at this for one, like, as a professional situation. Like, you don't just randomly have people smoking in your shop. Like, after he smoked the mild, he started smoking the weed, and she was like, oh yeah, this is a smoke-free shop, you know that, da-da-da-da. And I'm like, okay, like, I mean, that's cool. I wish I knew that. Like, I would have been smoked in here, you know what I'm saying? But, like, I wouldn't do that, because I don't know if everybody, you know, like that. So it's like, no. But, like, if it was just me and her, and we, like, you know, agreed upon it, that's cool. But, like, he don't know me, they don't know me, she know me, because, like, you know what I'm saying, I've been to her, like, it's, you know. But, like, I'm just sitting here like, wow, like, what if I had asthma or something? Like, what if I didn't even like the smell of weed or miles? Like, how do you know? Like, I'm just saying, like, you just like, yeah, it's cool, whatever. So I'm like, you know, I ain't even gonna, like, pay that no mind. So she finished up the lady's nails. She like, oh, I'm about to go outside and smoke a cigarette, and I'm about to go get this some little girl that was next door. So she brought the little girl over. She was with the other lady. She went outside to smoke, and then before she went outside to smoke, she was telling her like she has somewhere to be. Can I start on her or whatever? And the girl like, no, I'm not gonna stay. Well, the lady was like, no, I'm not gonna be out. I'm not gonna smoke that long. Like, I just want to go smoke real quick, and then we can finish up. And I guess she was supposed to be getting a pedicure next or whatever. So I'm just sitting here like, bruh. So mind you, she outside smoking. I'm still sitting here irritated. And then when the lady came back inside, she was like, oh, let's get this shit over, whatever the case may be. So then she pulls me, the nail tech, she pulls me outside, and she was like, I didn't want to discuss our business or your business, whatever she said, in front of them, but I just want to say, like, I'm probably not gonna be finished before 7, so if you want to come back, because I'll still be here. And I'm like, you sure you're gonna be here? Because I'm not sure what time I can come back. Like, my mom don't take the car, you know what I'm saying? So she was like, nah, just call me or text me or whatever, and I'll be back, like, it'll be cool. And I'm like, all right. And like, she was saying like she was so sorry and everything, and I'm like, it's cool, it's whatever, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just wish you would have been told me that, because it's going on like 6 something. And I've been sitting here waiting. Anyway, so then I'm leaving or whatever. It's probably like 8 o'clock now. And I'm like, hey, you still at the shop? No reply. I call her twice. No reply. No answer. So I'm like, okay, this weird. Mind you, like, it's been a couple of days that went by. So I'm like, I text her. I'm like, hey, I don't have the screenshot of this, but I have the screenshot of the reply. So I'm like, hey, I need to, I was like, hey, can I get my deposit back since, clearly I'm not gonna, get an appointment or have time or whatever the case may be. And so, like, hours later, she replies and she's like, hey, back to you. Unfortunately, deposits are not refundable. Maybe if your attitude had been more pleasant here in text or any of the times you were in the shop, I find some way to accommodate you, as I always do for all my clients. Clearly, you aren't the best match for clients and nail tech. Maybe another nail tech can better serve you because your attitude won't work for me. Hope you have a better day than me. Thanks. Y'all, first of all, it got me so tea because I'm like, bitch, what attitude? Like, if I really had an attitude, bitch, I would have came in there and caused hell in that motherfucking shop, or even when you took me outside. Like, and I did not. I just said, it's cool, whatever, like, I'll be back. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just wanted my nails done. Like, and, like, you just wasn't being professional, for one. And second of all, like, how the fuck, like, girl talking about it's not refundable. Yeah, it's not refundable when it's my fuck up. Bitch, you the one that fucked up. You should have told me beforehand that you didn't have any appointments. That you was running an hour behind. But you did not say that. You tell me like 20 minutes before my appointment. No, bitch, that's not how it works. And then second of all, got me sitting here looking stupid as fuck, knowing you wasn't gonna be done before 7 o'clock. Why would you even have me sitting here? Then third off, gonna bring me outside talking about you don't want to talk about this business in front of them. Who gives a fuck? I'm pretty sure you went back in there and told the fucking business. Cause I know y'all did. I know you did. Like, and then talk about my attitude. Like, it's just crazy to me because I never gave you no attitude. Like, I might have been sitting there with an attitude or it looked like I had attitude, but I did not say nothing that whole time. Like, I was just like, okay, like, y'all having y'all little kiki moment, that's cool. It don't got nothing to do with me. I just want my nails done, and I'm sitting here wasting my time because I'm just sitting here watching my phone and the time just keep on moving, and I'm just like, damn. But like, and then talking about the best match for nail tech. Girl, what makes you think that I was coming back to you after this? No, ma'am. I never again will come back to you in life. I don't give a fuck if I don't even have no nail tech. Bitch, I'm not coming to you. But it's just funny because Karma really hit her ass after that. A couple days after that. And I'm not going to say what happened to her, but she got what the fuck she deserved. And I don't give a fuck. I said what I said. You know what I'm saying? I don't wish bad on nobody, but I just feel like y'all gotta stop treating people like this and then be expected, like, for people to just be okay or like your life just gonna go on. No, baby, it's not. Don't play with the universe, people. And I said what I said. If you don't know what I said, I will. You'll find out. You'll find out. Stop playing with people. And y'all need to learn to, I don't know, like, we need to learn some better communication. Like, that's what I'm here for. Better communication and professionalism. Because it be time and time I be giving people, and then like y'all just be like, oh, like you're rude, da da da. Nobody said that, but I'm just saying like y'all just be expecting like people like all this shit to keep on happening and then nothing to happen to your ass. Like, no, baby, that's not how the fuck that works. Like, I know plenty of people that would have dogged your ass or beat your ass, like, period. But I did not do that because that's not me. Like, I don't do shit like that. And never was I gonna reply to your message because you was trying to be petty or whatever the case may be. Like, I don't know if you needed that little fucking deposit, but cool. If you needed it, just say that, sweetheart, because that shit was only like $17 and I'm confused. Like, and no, I didn't need it because I was broke. It's just like, bitch, I'm not coming back to you, and clearly I'm not about to get an appointment, so why not send me that shit back? And then I wasn't gonna give you no reply, but I'm gonna definitely make some bread off your ass. But I don't know. I just feel like that was just like really funny to me because it's like, why do y'all do shit like that? Like, if I had an incident today with my nail tech, even though like I fuck with her though, like she really cool, but like she really be having her moments too. Like today I texted her last night and was basically telling her like, cause I booked for a full set, but I wanted a fill-in. But my nails wasn't coming in, coming off, so I wanted to get a fill-in. So I was asking her, like, was that cool, or just letting her know. And, like, she was not replying. So I sent the same message. First of all, I DM'd her that. And I sent the same message to her phone and no reply. So then in the morning I said, good morning, like, is that okay? Nothing. Mind you, now it's about to be 9. My appointment's at 9 o'clock. Mind you, it's like 8:53. I'm calling her, no answer. She calls me like a little bit, like probably like 2 minutes later, called me back and was like, hey, and mind you, like her phone was like acting up, so I couldn't really hear her. And then she was like, I'm 5 minutes away. I had to stop home. Like, girl, first of all, why would you not, be like, hey, like, I seen your message, like, that's cool. Like, any of that, like, could have been simple. Like, because I'm thinking, like, oh, you flaking on me. Like, you know what I'm saying? You not coming, like, or something. Or you just don't want to fuck with me. Or you don't want to do my nails no more. Like, I don't know. Like, that's all running through my mind. Because I'm like, huh, like, what did I do? Like, you not responding to me. And then, like, you was later than 5 minutes. Like, I didn't even care, but I'm just saying, this, it's just the principle of the situation. Like, y'all need to get better at this. Like, I don't even know. I always have these problems with nail techs. And sometimes I be like, damn, is it me? But no, bitch, it ain't me. It's y'all. Y'all need to learn to fucking be professional. I don't know what the fuck. People be letting y'all slide with a lot of shit, so y'all just be like, fuck it. But, like, we need to stop doing that. Ain't no letting no shit slide no more. Because, like, what? Why are we letting it slide? Like, ain't no telling you did it to me. Why can't you do it to the next person? Or like, I don't know. I just feel like we just need to get better at it. Like, and I'm saying we because probably sometimes I do probably sound like a little wrong in the messages and shit like that. But I don't be trying to be. Like, I'm just like, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be as professional as I can for myself. But like at the same time, like y'all be doing motherfuckers dirty and just be expecting like it should just be okay, and it's not. I just feel like that's ignorant as fuck. If you could prevent something from happening, then do so. Like, why would you wait hours to tell somebody, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just be inconveniencing other people. Like, how is that fair to me? Because you ain't doing, like, okay, yeah, you might charge me a little bit more because I'm late, or you might do this and that, but why you not doing the same thing for yourself? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. But that was my story time. So please like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell for more videos. If I got some more story times, I will let y'all know. But these were most of them. I had some other incidents, but they not really that big to tell. Like, these were people like I've been going to for a minute before I was like, okay, yeah. But I don't know. I don't know what it is. Y'all tell me if it's me. Because I'm convinced it ain't me. I'm just convinced people just be slacking nowadays. Like, they don't really care. Like, and it do be younger people. Like, and I'm just confused. Like, how do you want to be in this profession, but you don't want to be the professional? Like, make it make sense. Please. I hope next year, or I just hope, yeah, you know what? I hope next year y'all become better professionals in this world, better communicators, better organizations, because I don't know. It's just not giving. And it's giving me to the point like where, bitch, do you need to get your nails done? Because the shit I be going through is fucking ridiculous just for me to be so nice all the time. So time. But then when I get to being rude or saying shit, I'm the asshole or I'm the mean one, huh? Right. Anyway, stay blessed. I see what the fuck I said.